Hi, this is Donnie Zerbib, holistic life coach and Reiki practitioner. And today I'd like to talk to you about why you need an optimal wellness coach. So, why do you need an optimal wellness coach? The first thing you have to ask yourself is, am I at optimal wellness? Consider your diet for a moment. How healthy are your food choices? How about your weight? Do all your favorite clothes fit? How about your exercise routine? Do you play for 60 minutes a day? Your energy levels? How much coffee does it take you in the mornings? Also, consider your indulgences, your habits and addictions. Of course you plan to quit smoking, just not today. Let's face it, you're not a poster child for Centurion longevity, especially if your diet is supplemented with food obtained from a drive-through window or a pizza box. In fact, if you eat any foods featured in commercials, we'll say your diet is questionable. And for getting into shape and eating healthy, you could use a basic wellness coach. But the primary focus of optimal wellness coaching is the holistic, intertwining nature of your physical, mental, and spiritual health. So, how do you know if you're a candidate for optimal wellness coaching? Are you ill? Have you ever been diagnosed with anything? Do you have allergies or food intolerances? Do you have chronic pain or other symptoms? And if so, do you take medications for those symptoms? A side note on medications, it's helpful to know that Big Pharma does not have any financial interest in curing you. They make all their money by temporarily easing your symptoms. And correspondingly, Big Agra employs the practices that cause the symptoms in the first place. And Bayer and Monsanto are now the same company. To break it down for all you conspiracy nuts, our food deliberately makes us sick for profit. The way you feel, the way you look, and the number of medications you take are all a result of what you eat. And even when we're health-minded, we are drawn to certain foods. We pick and choose what we are unwilling to live without. And even when we are health-minded, some of us eat emotionally, or out of boredom, or we indulge our sweet tooth. And even when we are health-minded, we think non-GMO verified is just as good as organic certified. And conventional produce is fine as long as we avoid the dirty dozen. But I have a family doctor, you say? Why would I need a coach? Well, for one thing, healthcare is actually sick care. And if you're healthy, you don't need it. When you start taking responsibility for your diet, you recognize that illness is brought about almost exclusively through poor food choices. Obviously, your inclination for high blood pressure and hypertension are usually related to your bad habits. But what about your acid reflux, your psoriasis, your irritable bowel, your chronic fatigue or pain, your insomnia and anxiety and depression and headaches? How about your diabetes, your cancer? They don't make medications that can heal any of these things. If they did, Pharma would lose a customer, and that's bad business. The food makes you sick, and the meds keep you sick. Learn to break the habit and discover the healing powers of food. But don't forget, optimal wellness is holistic. It's not just about what you eat. It's also about why. When you begin to understand what causes your illness, you will also notice that many symptoms are a manifestation of negative thought patterns and unreleased emotional trauma. Your body is speaking to you. Learn how to listen, and I promise you can make the pain go away. But that's not all. Optimal wellness includes your environment as much as your diet. The degree to which your environment recharges you depends on how much stuff you got. What do you collect? How large are your collections? And most importantly, why? Are they family heirlooms, past accomplishments, or do you just have a hard time throwing things away? Seriously, do you need this shit? If your living space or your office or your car could use a little detailing, you may have difficulty focusing. A cluttered desk equals a cluttered mind, and a cluttered mind is not experiencing optimal wellness. So, additionally, you will learn the difference between a memento and an anchor, and you can untether yourself from years of baggage. And while you're shedding all that quite literal yet emotional baggage, you will also have the opportunity to dabble in the art of Feng Shui. So if you're ready to experience the value of food as medicine, and you want to free yourself from the shackles of clutter, you are ready for an optimal wellness coach.